Yeah, I'm just going to plan on a V-neck. Hi.
I like your stamina.
As soon as I click unmute, hello, welcome to Dungeon
What are you
Mechanic.
wearing, chat?
It never fails. We are here for another exciting episode of Dusk of Achordia, and the party has been split 3 ways currently, with the main party. Ash is still in hell, and then Maul and Shade went west, leaving Gil and Gage to go south with Aaron
And Vestara.
Oh yeah,
went-
Vestara did end up going. That was a whole thing, y'all. Y'all gotta, if y'all haven't
Did she
seen
regain consciousness?
it. Did she? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I ended up missing that one.
I might have to go watch that.
At least the first half hour, 45 minutes is like a big solo thing with her.
Oh yeah, I forget you're in both, Brent. I'm like, how do you know this?
Because he's Mal and he's Aaron Rel. And we
Right.
put him in the 2 separate parties so as not to torture him.
Mm-hmm.
I tried my best.
Recap. In the last episode, we had our friends gathering information about the anti-magic tower, and in the process there was some soul sucking happening, to which, with the aid of Gage and Aaronrel, they were able to prevent Vestara's soul from coming out of her body. In conjunction with that, there were some light discussions of other things, but ultimately the 2 wardens found themselves compelled to go south based on the fact that not only were souls being brought there from previously conscious bodies, but if they make it to the tower, they are immediately eviscerated, destroyed, gone. So,
Hopefully just the souls, not us.
hopefully.
Hopefully not our souls.
Oh gosh, I didn't think about that. Thank you.
I just
Brent.
found out I had one.
I forgot y'all have souls in your bodies. What happens
No,
when
we
you go
don't.
into a soul sucking tower? But yes, we are picking up with Aaronrel on his Griffin. Yeah, okay. On his Griffin, as well as Gil on her Grove puppy, and Gage on a loner Grove puppy. As y'all are flying south, what would you like to do?
At this speed that we are traveling, what is the projected arrival? Like how long will the travel be?
What is the average airspeed velocity of a Grove Guardian?
About
African or
a
European?
Of an unladen.
few couple of hours, you would think?
Okay. All right.
Hey, are we all fully like healthified and rested at this point? I think we are.
I think y'all should be, except for, yeah, y'all should be.
I don't like that slip
I was gonna
Just
say except for Maul,
then.
but he's not with y'all.
on that face right now. Ah. Okay.
Oh, I don't
Well,
like the way
while
that
we
changes.
are while
Um,
we are traveling, how does this work? While we are traveling, Aaronrel is going to give a brief talk about the what is it called? The revivifying of the souls and bringing them back to Odinia. But he's going to give a brief talk about how important it is that we stop this. And we can't allow the souls that we have worked so hard to restore to be taken and destroyed by Ashira.
I can't
And-
remember. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. But by the time he finishes this brief talk, everybody is going to get a temporary hit points equal to 19 temporary hit points. Did a little inspirational speech there.
You're a very inspiring
it was a
leader.
terrible one in the RP moment here, but that was just it's what it was.
Is Aaron Reynolds' former apprentice with us or with the other group?
The other group.
Okay, I just couldn't remember.
And Davrin's soul is headed south.
Right.
Gage,
Yes.
Are we ahead of the soul at this point, or is the soul moving faster than us?
I would say y'all are either close to gaining on it or almost past it.
what about
Okay.
what about Lady Beckett's soul?
Hers is a little further or closer to the tower.
Okay,
It's more in peril than the other one.
that's
Who was Lady Beckett?
Lady Beckett is.
That is a good question, Aaron Rail.
Lady Beckett is. I believe they would have been wed by this point. Lady Beckett is Aaron Rail's wife.
Okay. Yeah, we will try to gain on her.
I felt her soul being ripped away from her body shortly before we left. And I'm generally not a selfish person, but it is something that is driving me.
Yeah, we will do what we can. Yeah. There. I'm so sorry.
So I'm going to need Gage's help, and if whatever we can do to stop or block the souls from being absorbed into this tower when we get there. I know that we could probably save individual souls together, but we need to do more than that. We can't save every soul like that. We need to put up some sort of block or disrupt whatever's drawing them. I don't know if that's Ashira herself or if she's put in place some general or leader who's doing that at the tower. I don't know what kind of. I guess there's no way to really know what we're going to find until we get there.
Well, I guess it's time for us to get there. Ugh.
If we could reach the source of the draw, perhaps I could intercept for a time.
Yeah.
That would be excellent. You are kind of our soul sucker, except you don't destroy them. You help them move on.
If you could
And store
intercept them, and then I could send them back to their bodies.
Well, hopefully we would destroy whatever this is. And it would be less fraught.
I will shoot things with arrows.
And from what I understand, you're very good at that, Gil.
Okay.
The
I'm sure there are better.
modesty.
You are, I understand, a champion of Isilde,
Accidentally.
but a champion nonetheless.
Sure. It's, yeah, complicated.
It always is when gods are concerned, right?
Yeah, sometimes they're kind of dicks. Sorry, gods, if you can hear me. But you are. Sorry.
these grove puppies, how are you connected to them?
I don't know these other ones, but they seem cool. But Valmir here found me in the, was it like the ethereal plane? Where was I when I was exposed to the ether when
When you rope tricked into the
Feldcrest
ethereal plane, and then
collapsed. Yeah, and then I got ejected from it, and there was he was there, and he gave me good vibes. I gave him good vibes, and now we're buds.
That's a wonderful thing. It's always handy to have friends like that.
Yeah, thanks, bud. Little scratch under his ears.
As his ear does that little wolf flick. Can I have the two wardens roll me a history check, and then Gil roll me either survival or perception, whichever you prefer.
I'm gonna guess, perception.
13.
22.
16. I rolled a 17 on the die, and I have a -1.
Okay.
I had souls for this.
With a 13 gauge?
What'd you roll on the die?
12.
Intelligence isn't a high priority.
Wait, how
for
is
paladins.
history not proficient for you?
I could rely on the souls when I needed to know things.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true.
History's not proficient for me either.
Yeah, but he's a soul ward. Like,
Yeah. I mean, but we're both paladins. Oath of Watcher paladins, though.
Listen, if I could have more proficiency, that would have been one of them, but that's not how the game works.
I'm honestly impressed that as a paladin you have positive int.
Yeah, I didn't roll good, but I didn't roll like any really low numbers, so
with a 13 gauge, as y'all are flying in the air, your mind starts to wander, which is a new kind of like mind awakening for you. I imagine Gage's thoughts are very concise and forward moving, not
prone to wander. Yeah.
Yeah. But there's one thing that with the history check you are unable to kind of like get out of your head, if that makes sense. And it's the fact that when y'all were in the archives, you heard from Gil that there was supposed to be a Death Warden. And
The name was scratched out.
The name was scratched out, and the title duties were kind of also blank or removed. And you're kind of having a hard time grasping what that means as far as like wardens goes. You can understand easily how if you're the warden over Dominus and Aaronrel is the warden over Avior, then perhaps there's a few things that between Sin and Ysilde they haven't like back briefed you about, mainly to keep you on the right path of your duties and titles for Dominus. However, if there was mention of either of these wardens, you would think that you would have some knowledge of it, whether it had been from a previous soul that was kind of having temporary long-term residence within you, or just some instance of the case. but because of that, it's all kind of like hazy. And with a 16, Aaronra, your thoughts are similarly focused on like the main string of what y'all have to do. And in your past, the manners of like life and death have always been fickle between titles that have been sort of bestowed upon you as a life warden. You kind of take that to heart as far as like your responsibilities here on the moon, and in kind of like a same but different space that Gage is in, you're also wondering who this Death Warden may be. And as they're kind of like coasting thoughts in that direction, Gil, with a very high perception check.
You see the Death Warden. It's coming right for you.
No.
Yep.
I would say this is with aid of true sight. You're kind of able to see the souls that are transpiring forward towards the tower, but not in the same sense as like the wardens are seeing them.
Yeah.
And you see like a whole sea of them, a whole flood of them kind of head in that direction. But as you're up in the air, you see a person with like a green cloak just like walking in the direction of the souls. But they are like corporeal and not like soul ethereal looking.
Who the fuck is that? I'm gonna just like get their attention
Just
and
like snaps them out of there.
right? Hey, welcome back. Any idea who that is down there?
I look.
As you look down, Gage, you too see this like cloaked individual. They have like a green cloak, pretty simple. But yeah, they're just like walking in that direction, like in the bad direction, not away.
Do we want to check it out, or do we let them do their thing? I will
could use
concede to the
help.
wisdom of two wardens in this case.
I suppose we could use help if they're already headed that way. We would either need to warn them away or take them with us.
Or take them down if they're, go and help the other people.
Right.
Yeah, we definitely should swoop down and at least see what's going on with them.
Yeah. Okay.
With them.
Cautious. Oh no, I'm with paladins. There's no quiet and careful. Let's go.
I am super sneaky.
As
Are you?
y'all swoop down,
I didn't remember that being the case.
roll me stealth checks with a +5.
+5 on top of our regular plus?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
By
26.
aid of Grove Puppy assistance.
Well, hold
26.
on. That's a disadvantage, so let's try to roll lower. There we go. 10.
That's what I was waiting for.
I rolled a nat 1.
Oh my
But
god.
as
Wow.
+13.
I rolled a 26.
What?
Gil?
What?
Gil?
I already have a +5, and I'm not even proficient in it.
I just like fell off.
Are you not wearing heavy armor?
No.
I am.
So with a fail on stealth, as y'all get closer, either the clanking of Gage's pristine armor or maybe the rejostling of arrows in Gil's kind of like quiver I was like, what's the word?
I straight up face planted. Like there was no break.
Nordic, would you like to describe what they see as they approach you, your character?
So what would be appearing? You may mistake it for a small child at first, but it's the adult halfling female. Just simple clothes, green, kind of outdoor, weathered clothing. At your wonderful attempts at sneaking up, she becomes aware and lets out a big screech, and she begins to run away, but unskillfully through the rain, seems to trip under her own footsteps. Looks a little frightened at the
Arrival of 3 large creatures at least, I think.
2 that she'd notice right away.
I am confident that this one is not a threat.
I will, before we get close to her, I'm going to dismount Night Feather, and I am going to fly down to her and help her up and ask her, "Are you okay?"
Yes.
I'm sorry if we startled you. You have nothing to fear from us.
You can understand my
Of course.
astonishment since you're the only ones here.
Yeah. We are, and we didn't expect to see anyone else headed this direction.
Yeah, neither did I.
Why are you headed towards the tower?
I was told this is the way out.
Who told you?
I don't know who. It's just when I sleep, I hear the voice, and she says, "This is the way out."
It is. It is not the way out that I think you want to take. It is the way out for your soul to be consumed by an evil.
Well, my soul's still in my body, so
I know.
perhaps there's a way. I just need to find it.
Well,
I don't belong here.
where are you from?
I don't remember. I just know this is not where I am supposed to be.
How long have you been here?
DM, how long would I have known to be here?
Maybe a week or so. Not too terribly long.
It hasn't been that long. Like a few days, a week, most.
Are you from Achordia or Diademia, maybe?
I don't recognize those names.
Does she seem honest about her lack of memory?
I mean, you could roll an insight check.
I'll roll one too.
13, but my passive is 16?
25.
Yeah. There we go.
I'm glad I'm
24.
rolling. I'm glad I'm rolling. I'm rolling all of this on D&D Beyond digital dice, so there's no question about it.
I'm rolling crap, so I think you don't need to question it anyway. But I'm rolling on my little Gengar, which gets blurred. There we go.
Ah! Please roll
Yeah, so
higher than a 10.
I rolled a 25.
24. I'm
Okay.
actually good at this, and I rolled high at the same time. It's incredible.
Oh. +6, and I rolled a 7.
Based on your roll, what do you think they might glean from your character, Nordic?
I want to clarify something on my insight. I want to also kind of use it, not necessarily just to determine if she's lying, but maybe if I can determine from something from her demeanor that might help us determine where she's from or her background.
From an insight check, like
If
what
it's
she's
possible.
wearing.
Like her mannerisms,
City.
her way of speak,
She's a city girl.
that kind of thing.
Doesn't belong here. Yeah, I mean, as far as you could tell, she's kind of timid, frightened, but she's honest when she says she's trying to get out of here.
Does she pass the general vibe check?
From what y'all can
No.
tell.
I
Well,
don't know you well enough to say that.
Ayla, I want to say, or wait, did we get your name yet?
No.
No.
That's
Well,
one hell of an insight check.
Yeah, ma'am, my name is Aaron
I
Rell.
figured out what they named you at birth.
My name is Aaron Rell, and this is Gage, and I'll point over to Gage, and then this is Gil.
It's nice to meet you all. My name's Ayala. But
Well, Ayala,
what are you doing here?
we are headed to the tower. The tower is stealing.
You want to
souls.
get out too?
No, we're
No,
trying
we
to
want to
stop.
stop the tower from taking souls.
The tower is stealing and consuming souls of the creatures on this moon, and we need to stop it. It's an evil thing that it's doing, and
Why is it evil?
because it's doing it without their consent, and it's consuming them and destroying them.
Permanently.
No rebirth, no afterlife, no nothing.
But isn't that what happens?
But these people don't want that.
It is not what
Also,
happens
no.
traditionally.
And no, and Gage here is actually very knowledgeable on that subject. He is what is called a soul warden.
That's a big piece of information to give someone we just met.
True.
It's Maul
It's not
2.0.
It's not like Gage hides that. The moment it comes up,
No,
like,
he
yeah,
doesn't.
that's me.
He doesn't. But it's also very guilty to be like, why'd you have to?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
What is a warden? Still warden? Do you keep them in jail?
I keep them safe.
In prison?
When necessary. It's not prison so much as conservation.
So you're like a zookeeper.
That seems apt.
Well, at least I understand you. Thank you for being truthful. However, I don't agree with it.
Oh.
But if you're going towards the tower, I could definitely use protection, I'm sure.
Well,
I'm not used to this type of climate.
what kind of climate are you used to?
Well, usually somewhere warm, preferably with a roof over my head, some silken pillows and tapestries. You see her face kind of soften and eyes just, you know, that kind of glaze over look, but she's still paying attention to everybody. It's like reminiscing on
Well,
the comfort things.
Man, must be nice.
Ayala, if you would like to accompany us, you are certainly welcome to. But I just want to make sure that you're aware that giving your soul freely to this will not get you out. It would be the end.
Well, I never said I was giving my soul. They would have to kill me first.
Okay. Well,
It is possible there are many things we do not know about this tower. Perhaps there is in fact a way out.
but I will say, if you do accompany us, you're certainly welcome to ride on Night Feather. She is my griffin here. And
I've never ridden on a griffin.
Well, she is very friendly. I assure you. And you can ride on her, and there's room for both of us on there. But I just want to, I want you to be safe when we get there. I don't want to drag you into some sort of, big battle or situation that, we would need to try to have to protect you.
Can I pet that dog?
Are you okay with that?
The dog or the griffin?
I assume
The
he
dog.
means the wolf thing,
Yeah.
the Grove Guardian. Valmar, are you cool with that? I mean, he's if you can speak
Sylvan.
Sylvan, yeah, you can talk to him directly. I think he speaks something else as well. I don't know. I wanted to speak with animals last.
10 minutes?
10 minutes.
Okay, I don't know Sylvan, but they know how to speak.
Yeah.
It, like-
He's intelligent.
Cocks its head at you.
I'm gonna ask him if I can pet him.
He'll nod.
And go give him scritches and smile.
I don't mean to be rude, but the existential eviscerator is still operational.
You obviously don't have your priorities straight. Have you scritched him?
I have not. We must go.
But if you give him scritches, it gives you good luck.
He does like
Let's
to run
go.
under his ear.
We must go.
Well, we know who the party pooper is in this group. Okay, was Aaron Rowe? It was.
Yes, I'm Aaron Rell.
Okay, I will ride with you.
Mm-hmm.
Gage was alone for a long time.
You'd probably be a much longer time alone.
He would probably prefer it that way.
So she'll get with Aaron Rowe and like basically mount behind and
I'll help
just
you out.
hold on.
Yeah, and I'll put you in front of me on the Griffin.
Ooh, I get the good feet.
As y'all do that, roll me perception checks.
Don't fall on the ground. 11. I rolled a 2.
What is happening with Gil?
Oh no.
Gengar is a little traitor, is what is happening.
28.
Well,
Gage, as Aaron Rell is helping Ayala, did I say that right? Okay, Ayala onto the Griffin, and Gil's getting back on Valmir. You hear a very distinct, not common sound of metal armor being dragged through the grass off in the distance.
I go for it.
So y'all
Let's get
watch
distracted immediately.
as Gage beelines away from the group.
I hear something.
Gonna follow. What direction?
To be to y'all's, if the tower is right in front of you, to like the right diagonally.
Okay, so it's kind of sort of on the way. All right.
Yeah.
Good enough.
Yeah, it's in the opposite direction, 16 miles that way. Gage,
Never mind.
superhero.
It's going straight.
No.
Fuck that person, whatever they got going on there. Nope.
Gage, as you get closer with Gil close behind, you see a body unconscious being dragged through the grass, and there feet have like this like black tendril around it. And as you look closer, it's this like connection of chains that is not fully solid or corporeal, but has enough validity to like pull this body with relative ease through the grass. And this like slump, semi-conscious, but blood kind of like trickling down his forehead. Body, intact body, like humanoid, is being dragged forward towards the tower.
Towards the tower. Okay. I will draw my sword and attempt to sever the chains with it.
Roll me an attack. Why have you forsaken me?
Plus 11. I should hit. Let's find out. 27.
With the 27, the moment that the blade of your sword hits into the chain to try and sever it, you get a flash, and it's an image of a woman clad in like full plate armor, long black hair with dark elvish ears, and her like glowing, piercing red eyes almost seemingly like stares at you. And after you strike into this chain and feel that like connective hit and lift back up, the vision breaks, and the chain still seems to be intact, though damaged, and it's still kind of like pulling this human towards the tower.
Did the visage seem familiar, even if vaguely?
Roll a. I don't know what Gage is good at. Roll a.
Insight, religion.
Either insight or religion check.
This is definitely intimidation.
Roll an intimidation check against the chain.
18.
Okay.
Insight.
With insight, the make and shape of the armor, this is warden armor, but corrupted in some way.
Okay.
Is this the Death Warden?
That is my suspicion.
That's the armor that you're talking about. The armor on the creature
woman
that's pulling.
Oh no, that guy's just wearing like regular armor, regular like half plate armor. But the armor that that woman was wearing was like warden armor.
Well, can I take my short sword and whack at the chains as well?
Sure.
What? I
is
would do it. There's a person being dragged.
Is this person's soul intact?
It seems to still be in their body, yes.
Okay.
That was, God damn it, finally, a nat 20 on an inanimate, potentially object.
So Gil comes up and just like strikes it with her Ysilde blade, and while the magic properties of it seems to fade, it still strikes true, and the chain kind of like severs. And unlike a normal chain that is broken by bladed weapons, the moment that the connection piece disconnects, the long tendrily piece kind of like wisps away into fainted shadow, and then soon the one around the legs of this individual also fade out.
Don't love that.
The one that was being dragged.
Yeah.
Okay. And what does the other individual that was dragging do when the chain is broken?
His unconscious body just lays there.
Wait. The one that was dragging.
The one that is dragging was a vision.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Now I get it.
The one being dragged is unconscious on the ground.
All right.
I'm gonna nudge him with my boot.
He seems to be like breathing conscious, but like just similar to like Vestara, except he has like a blood mark on his like forehead, as if he was like recently in some type of a scuffle or some type of getaway or something.
Okay. So I'm guessing his soul is missing and someone else was trying to take him, but who knows for sure.
But Gage has confirmed that his soul is still in the body.
I-
The results
I'm
have
gonna-
come back. The soul is in the body.
I'm
Gotcha.
going to kneel down next to the body, and I'm going to do 5 points of lay on hands,
Okay.
which should also remove conditions.
Is lay on hands magical or divine?
It's divine. It's not a magical spell.
Okay. As you do that, what is your like full intent to kind of
Try to restore them to consciousness,
okay.
and
Roll a medicine check with advantage.
Getting a little handsy.
I've rolled double 19s. 22.
Okay, with the 22, he starts to like grunt a little bit, as if being stirred from a restless slumber. And as he's like gaining consciousness on the ground, he opens his eyes and looks at the grouping of you. He has brown hair, brown mustache.
Already don't like him. Just kidding.
I'm so offended right now.
What is wrong? Almost like a fur pelt that kind of connects into or like attaches to his upper half plate armor. He has a symbol of sin as kind of a holy symbol attached to around his neck, and uncommon for this type of class. He has, I wonder if anyone picks this up, but he has a sheathed longsword. Chat, for those that know, clerics normally don't have bladed weapons.
I think that's why I didn't.
Oh, he
prefer
has like a
cleric when
little
I first
goatee
started.
scruff. I didn't notice that before. So yeah, he's like connected. He's got that like.
Didn't you create him?
Where
I
is he?
put him in an AI generator and they spit out this dude. I'm like Rita Rapunzel out here.
Where is he?
Oh, I didn't post him anywhere. You want me to
okay.
post him so y'all know what he looks like? So y'all know I'm not like describing him incorrectly. Do I even have him on this computer? Oh, I might not. It might be on my phone. Just a second, chat. I'm being my own alibi. He looks like this.
That's a good-looking dude.
I know. AI generator knows it knows the sauce. But he kind of like awakens and looks at the grouping of you. Apologies. Friendly?
We just
Hopefully.
rescued you. So
think-
yes.
I think we're generally friendly, but whether we remain friendly to you depends upon you.
That doesn't sound ominous at all.
It also sounds very reasonable.
May I get up?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
And he like slowly starts to get up. You'll see him like dust himself off and kind of like look at all of you.
What do you do in service of sin?
Sin is my deity. I worship her.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you honor her with your worship? How do you what do you do actually? Is what I guess is what we're trying to say.
I am a cleric. Is that what you mean? Occupation?
Yeah.
Stabby cleric.
What?
I missed that. Daddy cleric?
Stabby!
Oh, stabby cleric.
Not a daddy cleric.
I heard Saddy.
You heard a zaddy cleric? No, it's stabby cleric.
Chat,
Oh,
put,
boy.
chat, put down what y'all heard, cause was that Gil or Moret? Exactly. But
That
no.
was Miranda calling that, or Gil calling them a stabby cleric. Because sword.
Okay, Blue Joy said she heard Stabby, so
Thank you, Blue Joy.
I heard Daddy. You can understand where our brains are. But he looks at you. Yes, I gained proficiency with this blade before becoming a cleric.
I
So,
believe this.
What brings you this way before you started getting dragged by tentacles?
Tentacles?
Weird, chainy energy thingies that were pulling you towards the ominous tower.
And he kind of like looks over at the tower. I was trying to avoid getting closer, but it seems that that's not the case.
Yeah, staying far away from it's a good call.
I was fighting off heralds, zealots, I think you called them.
Of who?
Whoever's worshipping this. I believe they call themselves the Desvant.
That sounds like Truvant, but slightly different.
Did you say Deathvant?
Des. T-H-E-S.
What is your name, sir?
Oh, right, that. Sorry.
Sir Stillworth. Matthew.
Are you aware that the Death Warden wanted you?
I don't know why, aside from maybe my faith, but there's not much I could do for a Death Warden. I am a life domain cleric.
Life and death are kind of two sides.
That's
Think we-
interesting. A life domain cleric that worships the god of death.
In order to fully appreciate life, you must also understand death.
I agree.
100%.
Oh gosh, did we just become best friends? That's the DM talking, not Stillworth.
You notice Ayala just kind of like shrink down into like a smaller little ball on top of the griffin, into everybody.
Not into god shit? Yeah, I get ya.
You said your name was Sir what again?
Stillworth.
Sir Steelworth.
But not
Yes,
steel like a blade,
Thank you.
steel like not moving. Still.
Right. Well, my name is Aaron Rell.
I am Gage.
And you,
Yeah.
madam.
Gil.
Pleasure. I take it
Ooh.
you did not all come across me by happenstance. Were you
I
by
mean-
chance headed towards the tower?
Yes. In
It
fact,
is
we
the
must
way.
continue on soon. Now, in fact. Do you want to come with us, or would you like to attempt to escape?
Escaping's not exactly in my purview. However, I have not been... My horse, it's not here.
You have feet.
What does when was the last time you saw your horse? How long were you unconscious?
It's a
If
hard
I'm-
question to answer.
Judging by how close I am to the tower now, I would say for a while, because I was on a hillside and it was much smaller than this.
Can you call to your horse in some way?
I don't believe it's not magically inclined or anything. It's just a regular horse.
Just a plain old horse? Okay.
The Death Warden appeared corrupted in some manner. It may be why their name was stricken.
Stricken?
From the lists.
You keep lists?
I do not.
There was an archive with some records of wardens and their existence.
Please, I do not wish to keep you, but if the towers to which you seek, then us standing here is not going to get us there any closer.
I
How
agree.
How far are
Yeah,
we away
but I
from the
like to
tower
have a
now?
little trust in people if I'm going to be having them with me in a dangerous venture. So we're just feeling you out. But I guess you're coming along.
And he kind of like goes down to one knee and with his sheath blade hands
Oh,
it
God.
up to you, Gil.
I'm good. Thanks.
If you would like, you may hold on to my
What?
weapon.
Oh, sorry. You're just my internet.
Oh no! Oh,
Hello?
damn
it.
Oh, we're getting close.
Beep, bop, doop, bap.
Switching networks. Switching to the better network.
He broke her.
Sorry.
It always happens. It like switches over. But he hands you his sheath weapon. You may hold on to this if it would make you feel safer.
Nah, I'm fine. Just was trying to feel you out. We're good.
He kind of
You can
nods
ride.
and like adjusts it back on the side.
You can ride on my griffin, and I'm going to, nod over at Ayala, and Ayala, I'll sit behind him, and then you can sit behind me. I'll sit in between you.
Okay.
So
And
as you
see on Griffin.
as you all mount back up and start to head in that direction, you get a ping of familiarity, Aaron Rail, and probably Gage, as y'all are in close proximity to Davrin's soul.
Are you feeling that, Gage?
I am.
What are you feeling?
Davrin's soul is close.
Can you snatch it?
I will try.
Cool.
So, Gage, as you get closer, roll me a.
So warden soul sucking check.
Constitution saving throw?
Constitution saving throw. Okay.
You need to give him an enlightenment.
Enlightenment.
skill.
Dang, he doesn't
Like-
need anything.
Like the one that Aranel has,
Oh.
the enlightenment skill, the custom skill,
Oh.
or a soul skill.
Makes sense. 24.
Does he get bonuses from
He
Aaron
gets
Rel being
bonuses
close?
from me too. 5 plus 5.
Oh, yeah.
31.
29.
29? Math is hard. With that, fairly easily, you're able to like reach out and extend towards Davrin's soul and calling it almost naturally back to you. It rests inside of you, and you feel like the two souls kind of like mingling, but separate inside.
I have it.
Do you
Can you hold on to it until we can get it back to his body?
do you think with the two of us we might be able to send it back, or like from here, or would we need his body?
I think it would be risky to do it from this distance. But I have never done it before, so I can't be sure. With the pull of the tower,
Yeah, but
I
you're
wouldn't
right.
risk it.
You're probably right. Yeah, if you can hold on to it, let's just do that.
Ideally, this will be done some more when we get closer.
Gage, within your mind's eye, you hear a voice. Where am I?
You are within the Soul Warden.
Is this Gage?
Yes.
What happened?
Your soul is taken by the tower. I have intercepted.
And you're taking me back to my body?
Not immediately. Others have been taken also. We must stop this tower.
You're headed towards the tower.
Yes.
Isn't that where you said I was headed?
Yes.
Okay, I will trust in your ability as a soul warden to do what is best.
Aaron Rels considered sending you back to your body from here, but I do not know if it would work. It would be risky.
He's probably right. There's no telling, even if you did send me back, if I would stay within my body.
Agreed.
All right, I'll get comfortable and check things out from here. If you need me, just holler.
Are you any good at history?
Very adept, actually.
Great. I may ask you questions.
Oh, yes, yes, of course. Anything to assist.
Right. If you, I'm going to hold on. Let me see if I have some ability.
Before I say the thing, let me make sure I have the thing.
Am I remotely capable of such a thing? Does it make thematic sense?
Right. Yeah, I don't know that I can do that. Never mind. Yeah, I don't think I can do that.
You can do anything you put your mind to.
Just
Well,
make crap up.
I can't do a mind meld, which is what I kind of wanted to do, and I
Yeah.
can't even find a way to thematically do that. I want to try to project the properties of Lady Beckett's soul to Gage, so that he might be able to intercept it if we are able to reach it. But I can't figure out a way to do that, so never mind.
Roll me a nature check.
Another -1.
Ah, yes, I remember now what Aaron Rell was good at.
I rolled.
And I would always have him roll like investigation or some nonsense.
Well, even with a -1, I still got a 16.
Wait, don't you also have like terrible wisdom? Not terrible, but like not good.
No, I have average wisdom.
Okay.
My-
Average,
my
as in
bad
like
wi-
a 10.
As in like +3.
Okay. I remember like
I-
in the
I have a
campaign, I would
0.
ask you to do something. You're like, but I have like a -1 to this.
Yeah, I have a -1 to intelligence and a 0 to strength.
Athletics checks. It's all coming back.
Yeah.
That's what I can't do. I have a -1 to strength.
I really wish I could have been proficient in athletics, but it did not make the cut.
Yeah. But at any rate, I still got a 16 with a -1.
Okay, so Gage, you've never seen someone or heard someone describe a soul to you in the aspect of how Aaron Rell is trying to describe Lady Beckett, but you're fairly confident with the 16 that if you or he is within close proximity, either of you will be able to kind of like sense it out and hopefully do the same thing that you've done with Davrin.
Okay.
But as y'all start to get closer, the tower becomes more and more prominent in its magnificent misery. You see like a crackling of dark arcane energy the closer that you're getting to it, and there's like an offshoot of light every couple of minutes, and the moment that light kind of like pierces into the sky, the two of you sense another batch of souls just being eviscerated as it arrives at the tower.
And we're certain, or we're fairly certain, that if we use magic in the vicinity of the tower, that it's going to fuel the tower even more.
Well, right now you're probably within the anti-magical field, so even if you do have magic, it's probably not going to work.
Okay.
At least while the anti-magic field, whatever's powering the field, is
Okay.
still up.
Got it.
Hopefully it's not the soul sucker itself, because that would be really inconvenient.
Yeah, that would.
But
Can we perceive what might be fueling this anti-magic field, or can we perceive where it's emanating from?
Arcana checks, but Gil and Gage have advantage because they have true sight.
That was another -1. I'm glad you gave me advantage.
What is wrong with your dice?
Oh my
Throw away. It's
Oh my
it's
God.
one or the other. Either
Yeah,
roll.
these are volatile dice.
Thank God. I also
Followed
got
by
a
a
nat
nat
1 on
20.
the first roll. Dirty 20.
What was the check you said? Arcana?
Yeah.
So it's a 21.
30, 20, 21.
7.
Mm-hmm.
Does Sir Stillsworth?
Oh gosh. Inside the dice tower. That plus 0, so 14. As y'all are trying to kind of figure out where the origin of this anti-magic field is coming from, Gil and Gage, you sense that it's coming from underground. And as y'all get closer, the pathway kind of like comes to a husk, and then it like shoots down into a cavern that sort of houses this large tower, and you can see it in all of its magnitude, but you also see that it's like dug down deep into the ground, not just like a surface tower, essentially.
Makes sense. It came from underground.
And there's like neural pathways that lead to different segments, some leading underground deeper, and then some leading straight to the tower and kind of up into it.
Can we tell where the soul sucking origin is? Is it up? Is it down?
It seems to be like more up focus, because the souls, as they get to that like cliffside and then into the canyon, they kind of like veer upward before being eviscerated.
Do we sense Lady Beckett's soul?
Aaronrill, make a insight check. Gage, make a nature check.
Nature.
You're not married to her.
Not yet.
24.
Oh, no.
8.
Nice. Aaronrill, you see kind of so bear with me as I try and theater of the mind this, but y'all are looking at the tower, and to get to the tower, there's a big canyon, and inside the canyon, there's a tower. Now, if y'all are looking at the tower, and the back of the tower is north, y'all are looking north, and to the back of you is, well, no, I guess it would technically be the other way. If y'all looking at the tower, it'd be south, and the back of you would be north. So you sense Lady Beckett's soul coming from the directions.
Well, I'm not sensing this soul.
Northwest direction.
Okay.
So it's like to your right diagonally. But it's like almost near on the opposite side of the canyon. And it's close to hitting that precipice of wanting to veer up and go towards the tower.
I'm gonna immediately jump off the griffin and fly over to Gage, and I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder, and I'm going to point and try to grab, like reach. Whatever I can do, I'm gonna try to grab it, somehow. I don't know how to grab souls.
So as he's pointing out where he feels that Lady Beckett is, with your 8, you're like, oh, he means this one. But yeah, you can see, Gage, which soul is Lady Beckett's.
Okay.
Can you grab it?
I will attempt to rescue her.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw. And Aaronrill does a... into the thing. Oh no! Sorry. Does a 25 hit?
Oh,
Where did it? Yes, but where did that come from?
So from the tower, there's a dark arch of black pitted arcane energy that strikes out to you. And
in the anti-magic field?
Once it strikes you, Aaronrill, you feel what can only be described as a corrupted smite, as this dark fueled energy shoots into your body and arches upward in this like beam of darkness towards the sky. And you take...
It's gonna be bad.
Oh no!
Oh, look at
good.
Steph's face.
Oh no! Why?
Can I rescue his soul too?
I don't think we buy the "oh no, why" when you're giggling while you say it.
40 points of necrotic damage. And 12, 13, 14, 17 piercing as this arrow now shoots into you.
Thank God for temp HP.
Oh yeah, I forgot the 19. But almost to your back, Aaron Rell, is where the arrow has notched itself. Gage, what was your Constitution saving throw?
With his +5, it's 19.
Okay. You reach out, you feel Aaron Rell get fucked up, but then you are able to obtain Lady Beckett's soul and feel it secure itself within you.
Davrin, incoming guest.
Oh, hello, mother.
Oh. What?
Not
Oh, yeah.
actual.
Adopted mother.
Not mother by choice. And Aaron, realize you and Gage kind of like look up at the tower. You see the Death Warden and her cold eyes just kind of like narrowly stare at the two of you.
How far away is she?
Pretty far.
Farther
Like-
than you can shoot an arrow for my
Like-
convenience.
300 feet.
That
Just in
is the
range.
limit of her range.
No, my range is 600 feet.
I know.
Oh,
it is. She's a
I was
fucking
talking
witch.
about. I was talking about her
Ranger.
range.
Oh yeah. Can I shoot her?
You can certainly try.
Yeah.
Come on, Gengar.
Oh yeah. Let's do. Well, I already clicked the thing, but it's being unbelievably slow to roll.
Do we want to try to, before we engage in combat, we need to try to disable this field?
28.
With the 28, you pull out your, regular old.
Nightingale bow.
That doesn't have any magic, but yeah, your regular old nightingale bow, and you shoot the arrow. And the moment it gets to the cusp of where all these souls are being eviscerated, it hits this field, and the arrow just like disintegrates. And she clocks
And then I'm gonna
you.
run the fuck away.
She clocks you as well before turning back, letting her hair furl as she enters back into the tower.
Mhm.
I'm gonna fly back over to Night Feather, and I'm going to address Sir Stillswater and Ayla. Y'all, you can do what you want. It's your choice whether you want to assist in this or join us or go hide. I'm going to send Night Feather to. I'm going to tell him to go nearby to a safe area out of the way. So you can stay with him or join us. I'm going to head down into the canyon. We've got to disable this field. We've got to do something.
Sure. I am also going to turn to Ayala really quickly and just because I feel like this is important information for her. I just want to clarify, these souls that are getting shredded are being ripped from living bodies who are sitting as like just comatose, and then their souls are being shredded. These are not like souls moving on after a life well lived. So
How'd
we
they
are
become comatose?
what?
The tower.
How'd they get comatose?
Because the tower sucked their soul from their body. We saw it happen. Our friend
No,
was
I thought
yeah.
you said the soul got sucked from comatose bodies.
no, the soul got stuck from like living, sentient, awake, or sleeping, but like living people. Maybe some were comatose, but we know that it happened to some that weren't. And this tower is sucking them out against their will of like people with lives left to live. These are not like souls that would be moving on right now. These are souls that are being sucked out prematurely.
We were talking to someone who dropped unconscious.
That's unfortunate, unless they're really tired.
Yeah, which is which is why we would like to stop this from happening, so that these souls we can hopefully return them to their bodies.
So if
I'm
we
think-
disable this thing that you say you need to, can we go home?
It is possible.
Don't know.
You
Maybe.
can, but we've got to try to find a way to destroy the tower.
That's our goal. But after we destroy the tower, if you don't find a way home, and like after we stop the world from ending too, I don't know. We'll try to figure out a way when we can to help you get home as well.
Might I suggest that
God, I'm a sucker.
disabling the tower is sufficient?
That
This
is
thing
priority.
huge.
Sure, but Ayala has other goals. Ayala wants to go home, and I think that's fair, because who the hell would want to be here if this isn't their home?
Seems like my choices are limited, so
Yeah, but they are your choices to make, and you should get to make them.
I like you.
Thanks.
I am in both of your debts. Well, all of your debts, truly. So wherever you need me, I will serve.
Well, as you can see, that magic isn't working as long as this field is up. We're going to try to disable that first.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Yeah. Also, I think I figured out our team name above table. Limited options.
I meant to cast something before this happened, but okay. All right, we're there. Then Nightfeather will drop you off wherever you want. If you want her to drop you off all in here and down in the canyon where we think everything is originating from, you can do that, or we can run in, but I'm going to fly.
Can we bring her with so I can fly?
I'm sorry?
So can't we bring her with so I can
Yeah,
fly?
absolutely. She'll take you, and we can fly in on her. I just don't want her to stay in there. I want her to go to a nearby place where she might be out of the way, so that she doesn't take any collateral damage. Although she can do some fighting on her own, I would prefer her to maybe come in, only if needed.
Okay.
But like when we're done down there, you can jump back. I'll call her back over, and you can jump back on her back, and we'll go again wherever we need to go.
Well, let's go. We're doing a lot of talking.
Yep.
I'm going to really quickly just go to Valmer. Hey, Val, the choice is yours. You coming with, or you want to wait for us to return?
He kind of looks at you for a moment, and then you watch as he conceals himself in like natural camouflage, so he looks almost like semi-translucent,
Gotcha.
but he sticks close to you.
Okay. Let's do this.
And as you all head down further into the tower, that's where we're going to take a quick break.
Oh, yay!
They're not ready, chat. They're not.
No.
But
I am always ready to be unready.
Can I go home yet?
We're trying.
You just had that chance. The chat and viewership just watch you deny it. Not that, like, even if you decided to leave, I was gonna let you, but the metaphorical choice is always on the table. Anyways, we're gonna be back here shortly. Please enjoy the smooth tunes of the Dungeon Mechanics theme on our, I believe it should be on our short rest screen as well. As a buddy of ours has made that. So tune in, enjoy, and we'll be back here shortly. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Welcome back, everybody. We took a extended long, not actual short rest. But our heroes are headed further down into the tower. Can I have y'all roll survival checks?
Maybe.
It's a group one, so we'll see.
Oh, so there's
Can
a
I
chance that will fail
take 20?
spectacularly.
Well, I'll even roll for. Ooh, I'm gonna say this before I even
you
see if he
son of a-
like knows. Oh, he has a +4. Okay, I'll roll for Sir Stillworth as well.
My dice almost landed on the 17 and then rolled onto the 3.
21.
He's there, but he's not contributing.
11.
I rolled a 3 +4.
Oh my god.
That's a 7.
I rolled a
Better than
5
Gage.
plus 6 for 11.
What did Ayala roll?
I got a 13, and I'm the most unskilled in this out of this group. What's going on?
But Aaron roll.
Aaron
That's
rolled.
like it's like a new type of pastry. What did you roll?
If we ever get back
21.
with the Ashley,
Be like, can you make an Aaron roll?
let's just start a theme bakery.
That's perfect.
Wait, what would Gil be? Gil. It wouldn't be like. I don't know. I feel
We
like
could
that's
come
a-
up with
yeah, yeah. What did you roll?
21.
What?
21.
How
I rolled an
the
18
heck-
plus 3.
Okay,
We're all supposed to roll terribly. What were you doing?
so technically, it's a fail,
Not part of the
pass,
group.
pass.
So we're there. Tie goes to the runner.
Carry the 1, not adding in Stillworth. Y'all are
Not
able to
adding in
see. Y'all are able to see a clear path to
I don't know,
two
if you
different.
replace my roll with still worse, it'll be better.
I
Two
mean,
different.
two different areas that lead further down instead of further up. One
Okay.
veers off to the left. One veers off to the other left. You thought I was gonna say right.
Can we try to sense which one the
Is
Power is
more
coming
better
from?
okay. Arcana checks.
I need to stop. Okay.
11.
This is gonna be interesting, depending on what y'all
I rolled onto my squishy blanket as a 17, but I don't think that counted.
I got a 17.
10
11.
plus 11?
11, 17.
3 11s and a 17.
3 11s and a 17? That sounds like a overextended 7-Eleven. So so with those rolls, those that picked 11 think the more left path is the way to go, and those that picked 17, which is only one, is assured that the more left right is the way to go.
Who got the 17?
Ayala.
So 3 of y'all are like, I'm sensing this way, and
think
one of y'all is
maybe-
thinking like this way. Do with that as you will.
I feel like it's this way, but I'm not super confident about it.
Same.
If anyone has a strong feeling, I'd be happy to go with that.
I choose this direction.
Why?
Gage is committed.
Which
right
which
or
direction
wrong.
do you think, Ayala? Which direction do you think would be best?
Well, I think we should go the other way.
You
But
feel
Why?
pretty strongly about it.
not really. I haven't been here that long.
Well, I mean, none of us have.
We must
Well-
make a choice. Let's just choose. Let's go this way.
Okay, we follow Gage the wrong way.
Yay! Let's go!
I did. We don't know.
We don't know. We don't know.
We don't know why I rolled good.
Wait. Why
Wait.
do you feel we should go that way, Gage?
Because it is a way to go, and I feel like it might be that way.
I think we should go the other way
Why?
because it's the
I
right
am
way.
less interested in choosing direction than I am going in a direction.
I say I'm gonna insight check Ayla to see
Insight
if she's
check?
to see if she's getting a stronger feeling than what I'm feeling.
Would it be?
Of all the times she's felt unsure this entire time, she seems inclined to go the direction she wants to go, but she's not so assertive about it.
Is it just because? Am I getting the sense that it's just because she's not assertive
Yeah,
in the
like
situation because she doesn't know us, but she
Yeah.
really she feels stronger than she's letting on.
Yes.
Okay, I think we should go with Ayla.
Fine.
Fine.
All right, let's go.
so y'all go the left-right way.
Oh, that was
Yep.
easy.
As you descend, the pathway kind of goes narrowly down, so you kind of have to like hunch and crawl your way downward in almost like a spiraling staircase away from the top side. And as you're like hunched down, and maybe Ayela's like maybe just walking normal, y'all eventually make it to a precipice of a clearing, and you see. Would you know what these are? Roll a.
Ready to fail.
Okay, I'll give you best out of history, survival, or nature.
Those are all
Survival
the
it is!
same thing.
Erebin.
11.
22. Survival.
Okay.
I choose nature. 15.
Okay.
15 with
Okay.
survival.
So, we'll do the survivals first. Wait. Survival, nature. What did Gage pick?
Nature.
Nature.
What did Ayala pick?
Survival.
Survival.
So it's 3
Survival.
survivals? Okay, with the survivals, y'all see, and I don't know if y'all would know what this is offhand, because I don't know if you would have seen it before, but it's a wide range of machinery, different actuated, almost hydraulic, steampunk kind of machines are underneath this tower, and they're actuating in a way and hissing and releasing a bunch of clouds of like air and dust. Translate that however you will based on your character and whether or not you've seen this or not, but that's what you see. And with a nature check, Gage, you would know that these are highly mechanical in origin, almost foreign from what this area or most areas are known for producing.
Perhaps if we smash that, we will succeed.
Can I discern any arcane knowledge from it?
So, being that it's the direction that you picked, Ayala, whatever these machines are doing, it's releasing, or the energy that it's like pumping back into the tower is like almost akin to like pure arcane. But it's having to get it from something, and these like machines are embedded in the underworks of this moon, essentially. So
I think Gage might be on the right track. But his methods may prove fatal.
I'm gonna throw a javelin into the cogs.
Sorry, what was Gage trying to do?
He said we need to destroy one.
Okay.
I'm going to hide.
So Aaron roll a javelin throw. Ayala, roll a stealth check.
By hide, I mean hide behind cover because it's gonna blow up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Ayala behind cover and shoot at it from a distance.
You're also gonna contribute? What are you doing, Gage?
How far away are we?
I would say they would be, I mean, they're relatively large, so no more than like 50 feet away from you.
Can I like examine it for a vulnerable spot, like a piece of gears that looks like it's good to wedge something between, or a power source to try to shatter?
Roll a intelligence check, and if you have a intelligence modifier, add that to it.
Can I help?
Sure, you can roll with advantage. I don't know how that help translates. Maybe Ayala's like, hey, you might want to shoot that thing.
Team.
Okay. As it's pumping and hissing, you sense a delay, whether it's in the inner working cogs or something, but there's a definite like gap in time where if it doesn't continue back to the next forcible movement, it's probably not going to have enough like thrust to produce as much energy as it's sucking out.
All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna try to fuck that up with my bow.
Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna throw my javelin in that same spot.
Okay.
Behind cover.
And what's Gage doing?
I'm gonna prepare to receive attackers when we fuck this thing up and they come out to fuck with us.
Oh, you're
Hold on.
looking for peoples? Roll me
Yeah.
a perception check.
Mm-hmm. 19.
And what's y'all's attacks to hit?
Dirty 20.
Oh, I need to roll that. 21.
What happens next as you watch a javelin and arrow kind of in sync move towards a perceived vulnerable area? It strikes true into the mechanics of this component, and between the javelin and the arrows like notching, it kind of like jams the mechanics of its normal actuation, and the hydraulics kind of like hiss and start to heat up as it's trying to like push that energy, but it's hitting like a forcible wall essentially. And as it's doing that, you hear a uncanny hiss as this machine's like essentially overpowering itself. Before it like drones down to like a almost like sleep state as you hear it like boom, and that particular mechanic just like completely shuts off.
Like it didn't blow, it just shut down like the force field around the Death Star in episode 4.
And the moment it shuts off, the other mechanics of similar capacity start to increase in speed to compensate for this now downed portion.
All right, let's try the same thing with the others.
Did we notice a shift in any fields or anything?
Roll another Arcana check.
I will try to assist Gil by locating what I perceive as weak points in the machinery.
Okay.
11.
It definitely isn't pulling any arcane energy from that machine that's down, but it does seem to be compensating in the others by how quickly it's pumping out.
Do I need to do a check first to find the weak spot on the next one before I make the attack?
No, I would say roll with advantage and then take the higher of the two.
All right, I'm gonna, since it looks like this one's
25.
further away, I'm gonna use my longbow as well.
Okay, so you switch over.
Oh, that's even better. 29.
So almost methodically, are y'all both striking the same component again? Okay, so both of the arrows strike true, hit into this now downed component, and it too follows that similar rhythm and like hisses downward of like a boo. And now the room, which wasn't beforehand, shifts to like a reddish glow as these machines are now moving at like high capacity, and there's like steam hissing out left and right because of how much it's now having to compensate not for one but two machines that are down.
Cage, get the fuck back. Aim in for the last one.
One more. As soon as I release this arrow, I am going to turn and I'm going to shield Gil with my body and my shield.
Okay.
Cool.
Gage, what are you doing?
I am prepared with my shield to cover myself.
Okay. And Ayala, what are you doing?
I'm shielding myself with Gil.
Okay. Roll the last attacks.
21.
29.
Almost like clockwork, you hit into the last component. There's probably 3 other similar ones at this point, from what you can tell, if it just like follows this similar track around the tower's base. But this one seems to be like the max capacity, and once that one also like jams, oh no, not the music stopping ominously.
Foreshadowing. Today the music will end for someone.
Once that one stops, the other machines erupt and erode, and you feel them try to overcompensate for what is to happen, and there's an eruption, a kind of like in unison shutdown of multiple steam-powered machinery that just explodes. But considering you all attacked the machines that are closest to you, at least that's my canon,
Yes.
canon, it starts to push out towards the opposite side of this underfield between the tower, and you see this like big whoosh of like explosive energy that quickly starts to pull back and fill up the rest of the room. I need you all to make dex saves.
Everybody gets 5 points to their save from me and 5 points from Gage.
3 points for Gage.
Or 3 points from Gage.
Oh shit, okay. So 25 then.
That's stacks.
Also, is there any chance that this has made magic work again?
Hmm.
Because that might have an effect.
I was thinking the same thing because I would rope trick. Get us all into a pocket dimension and
Oh, and you also get advantage too because of my Holy Avenger Rapier.
Okay, but the bonus
what I was
stacks, the 5 and 3.
Yeah.
with the advantage that was a nat 20.
If it is in fact a magic
So
roll.
plus 8
effect.
plus 8 plus plus 8 plus 8. So 36.
25 for me.
Okay.
33.
Okay. I'm still collecting dice.
Wow! Wow! Why?
So many.
Is magic back?
Is magic back? Let's find out on this.
See, I rolled a 20.
Fucking rope trick, but like right where we are, so we can just slip right in. I'm
Oh,
testing it out.
Good call.
You're testing out rope trick? Okay.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
There
too
might
many
be
dice.
backlash, but it's worth a try. I never thought the spell would be so useful.
depending on if it's a 20 is a success or not, I may have luck here.
So
I do too.
You're way too excited about this. I know it backfired.
a 20 is a success.
I take no damage.
Did anyone roll under 20?
No.
Okay, so aside from Gage, everyone else will take half of my first roll, which is 42 points of bludgeoning damage, followed by, you guessed it, chat, fire damage that I have to add up.
Is magic back?
How did you only take 0?
49 half.
Shield master.
So 24?
Do I get to half that again? Because I think my armor gives me resistance to fire damage, and it's divine magic.
Yes. So that would
I'm
be
still on-
12.
Okay.
So
What was the fire damage?
24 halved. That is halved.
12,
It was 49.
35.
And what's the halved damage for the bludgeoning?
21.
21.
Okay. So my temp is gone. And 12 more are gone. Wait, no. More than that. Minus 19. 14. Okay. Well, that sucked.
So did we not get to use rope trick? Did it not
But,
work, or was it not in time?
It didn't seem to like magically take effect. You didn't lose a spell slot or anything, Gil, but
Just magic didn't happen.
yeah. And that explosion like engulfs the area. Y'all do your best to kind of not take damage. The only one that seemingly does that is Gage, who just like stood there and whiffed it, like just took the full force. But between his pristine armor and like how he took his stance, he doesn't look like he took any damage. However, the rest of you have like
Master did that.
singed hairs and all this other stuff, but you're looking around and
Legally flapping.
all of the machines are like completely kaput.
Worth?
And Aaronrel and Gage, you would feel an insurgence of the souls kind of like stopping in their movement momentarily and then like going back away from the tower in whichever direction that they were coming from.
We've stopped the soul evisceration for now.
Yeah,
Are they moving back?
yeah.
Cool.
Now we just need to find a way to bring down this anti-magic field. Is there any way to tell if the anti-magic field it only exists on the outside of the tower and maybe magic works on the inside?
Roll a investigation check.
The magic still does not work, correct?
Correct.
18. I rolled a 19. 18.
So there is a chance, you're not completely sure, but with an 18, by process of elimination, you know that arcane energy was being funneled back into the tower, and arcane being what it is, if it is going into an area that disperses magical energy, then it would kind of be like a pointless feature to have. However, because it was going back into the tower to like fuel whatever, you would imagine at least some portion of the tower has like omnipotence from, or like immunity from, the anti-magic field that's happening. However, you also don't know what's inside the tower.
The Death Warden.
There is a one each Death Warden in the tower.
She shot me.
Yeah. I tried to shoot her, but something destroyed my arrow. It was irritating.
And we can't see what could be generating that field.
I mean, I'd imagine whatever's generating it is at the center of the field. So if we can figure out like the approximate distance out in height and try to guessing the tower's at the center. It's probably in the tower.
We're in the base of the tower, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it look like it went really far up?
Yeah, I mean,
we could
they
see it
had a
from miles and
similar
miles away.
light teal glow to it that you might have seen if you were paying attention like outside on the tower. Like every once in a while it would shoot up.
Do we make our way up this ominous tower?
I
It is time to ascend.
I mean, we achieved our goal.
Oh, I forgot all about Stillworth. Let me see if he
I
survived.
think we're only if we don't stop them. I think that the achievement is only temporary.
They could repair these machines.
Oh no!
Yeah, I'm
It
pretty
would
sure
take
there's
them-
going to be another set of machines in the other tower rising too.
Oh dear.
There's another tower.
Not yet.
It's coming.
Who
This is
has
another group.
who has a passive higher than 12?
Of passive perception?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You notice that Sir Stillworth is down.
No, no.
We got 2 paladins and a cleric. Can one of you help?
A cleric? He is the cleric.
Oh, we've got 2 paladins. Can one of you help?
Heal thyself.
I can lay on hands.
With his temp HP? Oh, he didn't get the temp HP.
No.
No, that would have been really
Not too
helpful for
early.
me.
Oh no.
I pulled the trigger on that because I didn't
Yeah.
know if we were going to pick
Yeah,
up them
it's
before
fine.
the anti-magic filled.
That's fair.
Um,
Oh no, divine magic is maybe
lay on
okay.
hands. Well, so did we determine that divine magic works, or is it any spell doesn't work, or is it only arcane spells that don't work?
Your lay on hands earlier seemed to work, at least to rouse him to consciousness.
What about? So, when Gil tried to cast rope trick, it didn't cost her a spell slot.
It just nothing happened.
Okay, I'm gonna try cure wounds.
As you try that, no energy like releases from
Okay.
you.
I'm gonna lay on hands then. 35 points of healing.
You might survive the next blast wave now.
Well, hopefully there won't be another blast wave, but I don't want to use up all of my lay on hands.
What an
We can use some
NPC.
spell slots after we get.
You see, like, even with his like singed mustache and charred face, he looks up at all of you.
You're having a rough day.
Really need to stop meeting like this. Did it work?
Yeah, the souls have stopped, and they're on their way back, hopefully, to their origin.
You said you were a cleric, right?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? I'm a little hurt.
Damn it. Shouldn't use 35 on him. I'm gonna,
Honestly, him not getting knocked out by this thing is his fault because he could have healed himself at any
what
time. No, he can't. He doesn't have any spells.
how bad are you down, Ayla?
Less than half.
I'll
There are smoldering holes throughout her body, and
I'm gonna lay on hands to give her 10 points to fill those smoldering holes. Ah. I know that's not a lot, but maybe that can hold you over until we can cast proper healing magic.
I hope so. I tried to protect myself through Gil, but she moved out of the way.
Sorry.
Next time I'll stick by Gage.
Smart.
I would say so. Not knowing anything otherwise, Sir Stillworth is going to go over to Ayala and try and cast Cure Wounds at the 3rd level.
I don't think that.
And you all watch in bewilderment as this energy, like almost teal translucent in display, shines on his hand, and once he touches Ayala, you receive 19 points of healing.
That's good.
And then the moment that the Cure Wounds kind of like finishes, there's almost like a arcane recoil and a ripple of like black energy, like almost like sparks out against his hand, and he kind of like, it's almost like touching a hot pot or shocking yourself. But he recoils back from Ayala and kind of like rubs his palm a little bit. Did that work?
I feel better, but I was weakened. Thank you for trying, but maybe it's wise to save anything further. Unless I get hurt again. And please, just whatever you can do.
What are we to do next?
We've got to find a way to bring down this anti-magic field, or at least get to the inner part of the tower where our spells work properly.
Those gadgets didn't cancel it.
No, they brought down the soul sucker.
I'm not so sure you should call it that, but whatever device it was, perhaps it's filling the anti-magic field. So maybe now we can take that down.
Yeah.
If we can find out where it is. Then if we do that, and then if magic works, then I should be able to go home. You have your souls. We did a good job, right?
So far,
We definitely did. We made a huge step, an important step. We're gonna have to ultimately defeat whoever is in here. But
Without assistance from magical abilities.
we need to find a way to restore magic first.
Oh,
But I suspect that within the tower proper, once we start heading up, we'll get to a point where magic does work.
like at the top of the tower where you were smoked from?
Or maybe somewhere just within it centrally. Just the most inner part of it. I don't know.
You know, sometimes not having magic may be our benefit. Perhaps
Yeah, but I think
we go slow and figure out what adversity lies before us. Find
Yeah.
the best way. Because if they have magic, but it's defeated by this field that you talk about, that could be in our benefit.
Well, I don't think their magic is defeated by this field, because when she shot me a while ago from when I was outside of it and she was inside of it, it did magical damage.
Where were they at?
She was on the platform.
So should we try to go there?
Yeah, but like when we tried to shoot her back, like our arrow didn't make it through. So somehow her magic cleared the barrier into the area where there should have been no magic, and it still worked. It did magical damage on me, and I was within the anti-magic field.
Well, if magic works for her when she's there, that would
Right.
explain it.
But the arrow struck me out in the anti-magic field, and it still did magical damage.
Well, yes, but if she's there where magic is not canceled, she can use the magic.
Right, but I would have thought the arrow would have lost its magic when it entered the anti-magic field.
These are all possibilities.
Yeah.
Perhaps there is
Either
some
way, we-
trinket or sigil that bypasses the anti-magic field.
This is all fair.
We
Either
should
way, we
move
have
inside.
to go up there. So let's go.
Okay, but if you haven't gathered, I'm not much of a fighter.
Well, you don't have to fight. You don't even have to go with us. You can stay down here if you want.
No, I must see this to the end.
Okay.
You've done all this for me. I am grateful. This is the closest I've been to finding my way out of here.
Okay. All right. Maybe, I don't know what your capabilities are, but once this is all anti-magic field is taken down, maybe you can teleport to wherever you came from. If you have some sort of anchor to where you came from, maybe?
I'm not so strong, but I can find a way.
All right. I'm going to All right, I'm going to draw my Holy Avenger rapier and head forward then.
As y'all continue through the smoky, singed area, you find a pathway that leads directly into the tower. Outside of it, there is a archway to a door that's like outlined with a level of dark, almost corroded blood, now singed black, fully around the scaping of this doorway.
Oh. Oops. Was that us? Did we do that? Yikes.
As you enter into the doorway, you see a set of stairs that kind of like go along the outside range of this inner tower, and then it like plateaus to the top. But what stops you is there's these capsules embedded into the walls alongside the walkway, and within each capsule you see a different humanoid, for the most part, body kind of entrapped within these like cages.
Do I see any holy symbols on them?
Make a either perception or a religion check.
Go with perception because it's higher. Natural 1, 10.
Perception or of what?
Religion.
Were y'all allowed to do this?
Yeah.
27.
25. Perception.
So there's, I would say, a few that have like holy symbols in an area that you can see clearly, considering it's like torso up. And as you like look closer to them, there's like a bunch of different sinew vines that go and connect into like their eyes and mouth and restrain them like in place within the capsules.
Are they at all reminiscent of the thingies that were dragging our new friend towards the tower? These genuine vines?
No, because this all looks blood-felled. So like these beings are like in a pool of blood, and then the outer shelling kind of like shows them consumed by it.
How many of these are there?
From where y'all are at, probably over 60 of them, and this seems to be just like the first layer of this tower that y'all
And we're getting the impression that these people are fueling this tower?
Potentially. Roll a nature check.
Oh, why you gotta do all the int stuff today?
Can I find out how they're like powering
11?
this?
By guild standard, maybe they might be powering or like be contributing at least towards the tower creation.
Okay.
Roll a Arcana check.
This seems more like an investigation check.
What do you
I feel like
mean?
you picked like the one skill.
Didn't you say you're
Ayala
like trying to
doesn't have.
see if they are fueling or powering this tower?
Yeah,
so
following
I'm trying
the wires, seeing where they go.
Where's the power cord?
Oh, you're trying to see if they're connected into the main hub?
Yeah, how
They're
they
kinda,
are.
like, embedded into the walls. But okay, roll that investigation check.
Okay. 23.
With the 23, there is a connecting like ripple between the different pods. Blood veins that like interweave in between each of them, and For holistic sake, it seems like the tower is made of mostly organic type material, at least from this inner workings of it. And because of that, it has almost like a network of these vines that kind of, from what you can tell, connect all of these pods and probably potentially others.
Can we discern which pathway they're taking towards a direction, like maybe a central nervous system?
Are you touching anything?
Not at the moment.
Then I would say no.
All right, fine. I'm going to take out my dagger and I'm going to stab one of those fucking
Oh! Okay.
Oh shit! I was gonna try to dislodge one from the wall because I didn't know if they were innocent or not.
You're gonna stab a pod or you're gonna stab a vein?
I'm going to stab a vein.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Roll just regular attack.
$27.
The moment your dagger connects into the wall, you're hit with this visure, not so much as like shocking dislocation, but you get a reminiscent feel, image of you on a red sandy beach looking into the ocean at various tentacles that come out and dance amongst the waves towards you. An instrument at your side played harmoniously with the rhythm before you open or blink and you're stabbing into this, like, from what you can tell, like sentient being. Like this whole tower is a sentient being.
Can I try to figure out how to open the pod? A pod?
Sure. Roll me a athletics check.
Can I get some help with this? From someone strong? I was hoping to find a latch, but
As Ayala stabs into that and has the vision, she's going to scream and just kind of bounce back onto her back on the ground.
I'm gonna just weakly go, and then I'm gonna go, hey Gage, you want to try, see if we can open this?
I'm gonna pick up Ayala and help her to her feet.
Okay.
I will try.
I'll help.
Okay. Gage with advantage. Roll an athletics check. You're just like opening the nearest like pod, essentially, like on the wall.
Yeah.
Okay. This is Gage we're talking about.
Natural 20. For
Oh, let's go! I was gonna be like, this is Gage. He can roll like 2 2s. You never know. It's
20. Very possible.
yeah, with a natural 20, Gil, you kind of like watch this soul warden at work as he clasps down on the sides of where this container is like infused into the wall essentially, and he just begins to like forcibly pull it from it, and you see like a whole bunch of like tendrils of like venular blood vessels essentially like rip out as he takes off this like outer shelling.
I got a little sick. Gil gets a little sick.
He throws it to the ground, and this woman's body kind of like limply starts to like slump and almost fall towards the ground because there's nothing like stabilizing her inside this pod anymore.
I'm gonna like carefully approach the woman, hoping she doesn't suddenly wake up and bite me or something, and like see if I see signs of life.
Okay. As you tend to her, she has like reddish hued skin, blood stained white hair, she's in like maybe waist deep blood pool, and there's like a arching sort of mechanism, like part of it is mechanical and part of it is organic, but it's like fused into the back of her like skull, from what you can tell.
Oh, sweetie, what happened to you? Ugh.
Does she seem like she was recently placed in here, or she has been like she was here before the tower rose, kind of thing?
Either medicine or nature check, or survival.
You,
Or
you said red skin. Does she
animal
look like?
handle. I'm joking. I'm just like, what are you good at, Gage? Where's
Does
the
she look like a
pluses?
tiefling?
No, she looks. Roll me a. I don't know if you know this. Roll me a nature check with just a
I
nature check.
persuade her unconscious body to reveal its secrets.
Ah!
Does it still have its soul in it?
13.
That's also a good question.
She seems to be like ditch adjacent, so like maybe
okay.
hobgoblin.
Okay. Are there a variety of species or races?
Yeah, it's
these
like all
corrupt?
different kinds. No like rhyme or reason.
I got a. Wait, what was that number again? It was high. 19 on medicine.
What were you doing? Sorry.
I was trying to determine if she was freshly interred.
Oh,
or if, like, she's been here for like 1,000 years.
it
Or...
seems like by the nature of it, she might have been there preserved no less than a week, give or take.
Okay.
Oh, no less than.
So longer than the tower's been up, but not like super long. Possibly a volunteer.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Yeah.
But if she was preserved, maybe not a volunteer.
Oh, you doing okay?
As you help Ayala up, you hear something in your head. We've encountered these before, demon spawn.
I knew it was you. I mean, I didn't.
Bullshit.
I didn't. You're right. I didn't. But it doesn't surprise me. I'm glad to see you, actually.
Shut up and help me up.
And I do. I was already helping you up anyway. That's all in our heads.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to hug her. I'm going to help her up.
You guys got close fast.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Squeezing. Doesn't seem too comfortable with the hug.
All right. I'm sorry. And I brush off her shoulders and step back.
Thanks for the help up.
You're welcome.
What should we do with this one?
I don't know. I want to know what that is.
What?
Ayala and Aaronrel.
Oh. Aren't you married? Good sir.
That's what I was thinking.
That was
I
not.
was like, I guess they
that
have an
was
open
not-
relationship.
That was more of a. That was not like a. Boy, like an intimate, like.
Yeah, but from my
relationship.
perspective, y'all just met and you like embraced Ayala quite deeply.
Gil is all about the tea.
Yeah,
He's bigger
Yeah.
than me. I couldn't resist.
Gil doesn't know either of these people too well yet, so this is
She
What are y'all
reminds
doing?
me of someone. I'm sorry, I just got carried away. She reminds me of someone I knew once.
I would like to see if I buy that.
Insight?
It doesn't matter what you roll because it's 100% true.
It's partial truth.
Aaron Rel, do you think you could disconnect this woman from this contraption sticking out of her head without killing her?
Maybe.
Doubtful.
Um,
I wouldn't.
Why not?
It's not just a physical connection.
I'm.
Okay.
There's actually, yeah. Stacks.
Mm-hmm.
Ayala's gonna start singing the song.
So you all hear Ayala begin to sing, and it's a melodic tone. It's not unpleasant to hear. But Aaron Rel, I would say for you, it is definitely familiar and reminiscent of earlier times. I need Aaron Rel, Gage, Gil, and I guess technically Stillworth to make a wisdom save.
Is this a magical effect?
Sure.
Is this charmed?
What kind of save is this?
Charm adjacent.
Um,
34.
Sure.
what kind of save is it?
I need.
We'll say a
Um,
charmed magical effect.
Okay. Then Nat 20. These dice are fucking weird. I've rolled so many 1s and 20s tonight.
And you all get 5 from me, plus advantage.
Oh, okay. So that's 31.
34.
Damn.
I got a natural 20.
Oh gosh.
Same, but I only give a
Everybody's
+6
rolling
for
good when they
saves.
need to? What is this?
I
Very
wouldn't say
unusual.
we've rolled well when we need to all night. There was that very
What kind of save was it?
wisdom.
Okay. Oh, so that's yeah.
Gage has awesome wisdom.
I mean, it helped that he gave me a +5 on top of what I already got.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, and I got exactly a 30.
As this is happening, you all
No, excuse me. Yeah, 30. Sorry.
you all watch as Ayala is singing, and her entire visage begins to change, and from the ground up, her green cloak vanishes, and you see purple attire kind of in accoutrement. I'll let him describe it more in better detail. But you see that, and then as the cloak whiffs off and escapes into the ether, you see a halfling with golden blonde hair flowing in an almost stasis of solitary wind, not produced by anything within the room. Nordic, would you like to describe how Lysandra looks to everyone?
So what you'd see is, as you know, things kind of just dissipate and evaporate from her. The green cloak just kind of blows out and becomes part of a long lavender silken dress, and her what was auburn copper tinged hair turns to like a bright blonde. Green eyes become blue. She's got ruddy cheeks. About the same complexion and everything as before, but whatever manual disguise that was on just kind of dissipates and evaporates from her.
Hello,
I am
Lysandra.
going to point my bow at her and go, "What the fuck did you just try to do to me?"
She's fine. There's no need to point your bow at her. This is Lysandra.
That means nothing to me.
She's an old friend of mine.
Okay, what the fuck did you just try to do to us?
I didn't try to do anything to you.
Felt the thing. But fine.
Who are you?
Baron rolls vouching for you.
Am I yellow?
Hey,
Lysandra. Magda. Raverna. I am who I want to be at the moment.
Who are you in the scheme of things?
I am myself. Aaron can vouch for that.
I mean, she's prickly, but I trust her. And like I said, she's an old friend.
In his words, I am a useless waste of space.
I might have said that in the heat of the moment one time. He has a good memory.
Never
apparently.
forgot.
Apparently. That was a hell of a time. I actually did say that.
Okay.
What does your revealing to yourself to us now mean?
Well, it means the powers here are beyond what I can do. Perhaps if there was magic, it could have been better concealed.
So did Gage and I not see the disguise?
It was natural disguised, so
Okay.
But as she said, her name is Lysandra, or at least that's what I've always known her by.
You can call me what you will. Names are no matter.
I'll call you
But,
Lysandra.
That's fair, Demon Spawn. Stax, as I sing the song, what happened to the tendrils? How did they react?
they all recoiled, and you may not see it in the other pods, but the woman in question, the one that's connected to the back membrane of her skull, kind of recoils backwards. You see this like long serrated pointy bit that also reconceals itself as the tendril goes back into like the pool of blood. Yeah.
So if she's disconnected, I'll extract her from the pod, lay her gently on the floor.
Okay. She seems to be alive. Her soul is intact. Resting.
Do we need to speak with this woman?
Sure. It would be nice to find out if these people were volunteers or not.
I will infuse her with a single hit point. I'll lay on hands.
The old. And your intent to
To wake
resuscitate.
her up so I can interrogate her.
Okay. As you do that, she looks at you with golden eyes. And she kind of like blinks for a bit before slowly, like very slowly, getting to her feet.
Do you know what happened to you and how and why?
She looks around, looks at Gage, then settles on Gil. Who are you people?
What are you doing here?
Where is here?
The tower?
Mm.
Do you know how you got here?
No, I was studying and now I see unfamiliar faces in unfamiliar setting.
Do I believe her?
You could roll insight.
21?
Yeah, you believe her.
Okay. Well, now you're powering a creepy tower, and yeah, so I would just get the fuck out of here if you can.
Where is here? Where is tower?
What moon is this called again?
Avior.
Avion?
The moon?
Yes.
How did I get on the moon?
That we don't know.
Well, we don't know the specific mechanism, but we know who's kind of at the root of it all.
I am learning student at Der Phoenix Arcanum.
Do we know that name? Is that the one on Philcrest, or is that a different thing we haven't heard of?
Yeah, that would be the Felcrest Academy.
Okay. Were you there when it fell? Wait, did fall? I'm confused by timelines. Felcrest did fall, correct? In the current timeline we're in?
Who are you convincing?
Were you there when Felcrest fell?
Fell?
What day is it? Date.
I mean,
It's been about a week.
new magistrate is to be elected soon.
How long ago would that have been, Stax?
It would have been roughly around the time of the beginning of the campaign. So, like, maybe a day or two before you met the party.
Okay, so a couple weeks ago?
Time's wibbly wobbly.
What? It was a couple weeks ago. Maybe just a week ago. Okay.
I'm gonna go back to episode 1 and like document how many days we've been through, just so.
Yeah. Okay, so you've been here for a couple weeks. Good to know.
Who are you?
Just folk. trying to stop other folk from losing their souls.
On the moon, in the tower.
Yeah. Again, you might just want to get out of here. You were like all of them a minute ago. I'm going to point to all these pods.
She kind of like looks around.
Feel back of your neck.
You're welcome. I think that means you owe me something, doesn't it?
Okay. Would you trust people if you just woke up and were surrounded by them in a crazy place?
Lysandra doesn't adjust her gaze any. She's looking straight at this woman.
Lysandra, I don't think she's in any shape or possession to offer
Then
you
ask your
anything.
demon spawn.
What? Demon?
Shh. He doesn't matter. Look at me.
Who are you?
Who I am doesn't matter. Now, you said you're a student.
Yes, at the academy.
Magic.
War.
War magic. Can you cast something right now?
Easily.
Try.
And she tries and like to conjure. What does she have?
Oh, she was already prepared? You didn't just make her up on the fly?
No, she has an actual stat block and everything.
Dang.
But she tries and casts like
All
just a
60
cantrip,
of them do.
and nothing happens. What is this?
Yep. This whole tower.
Something you could tell. Sorry, kiddo.
No, no worries.
You see that? Your magic is stifled. Did you learn about that?
Why?
Restricted, actually.
And why indeed? Where is the better question?
I mean, the only thing that can stop magic is things that break magic, anti-magic fields, things of that
Yeah.
sort.
Yeah, that's what's doing it here.
Got it in one. Interesting.
Why is there an anti-magic field here?
Protect it.
From what?
From people who would stop it. The tower is to protect the tower, and we're trying to bring it down. The tower is protecting itself with an anti-magic field.
Who has a passive above 15?
Of what?
Perception.
Perception.
19.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We all do.
As this woman is talking, you all notice every once in a while, almost, I don't know if this is the right species, but almost like goat blinking. Her eyes will like blink inwardly to like the middle of her eye, and it'll be like pitch black for a second before switching back to normal, and then she'll like blink as normal, as you would normally blink.
Like she has a nictitating membrane?
Like
kind
she's a
of.
goat,
Yeah.
so she's a satyr.
No, but she has normal blinky eyes, but within her eye pupils, you see this like black and then unblink.
Yeah,
Oh.
like some kind of creepy contamination thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you alone in there?
To what are you pointing? My head?
Yes.
Last I checked. Are you all also unable to use magic here?
Don't worry about it.
What do you mean, do not worry? You just told me I am unable to cast magic.
I can't.
How do
I
you
don't use
defend
it much.
yourself?
Other
Martial
ways?
prowess.
Hmm. I am not much capable in physical weaponry.
Insight.
Roll me an initiative check first.
Just him?
Just him.
16.
Okay. Roll insight.
$18. No. 20. Unnatural.
Something seems off, but with the 20, I would say that it would seem like this person isn't aware of what's off. Like she might not be aware that her eyes are blinking weird or that something's just not adding up, but
Aaron, roll in your head. Something insider's watching us.
Ah. Do you have any idea how we can get it out
Yes.
without killing her?
No.
Have you met the Death Warden?
at the sound of that, Gage, she pauses and kind of like looks at you directly, and then her body like unnaturally stops, like breathing and all of that. And as she's looking at you, the eyes like blink to the black, and she like tilts her head a little bit, and this other cadence of a voice kind of erupts as she speaks to you. And what would you know about Death Wardens?
I know that one is corrupted.
Corrupted, you say? Or freed?
Corrupted. Stricken from the rolls. Disgraced.
That is what you would like to think. Is it not so, Warden?
Yes.
Perhaps you should learn your context better. There is freeing in being stricken.
There is no service there.
Service?
She's serving someone.
There's only one service that you need to worry about.
He serves QB.
She's weak. She couldn't resist.
Weak.
If you weren't weak, you'd still be in your service, in your post, in your calling. Instead, you failed because you weren't strong enough.
Are you sure about that? Will you stake your life on it, Life Warden? Your title? Or are you all words?
Or are we all what?
Words.
I mean, I'm sure we'll meet.
Sooner. Preferably sooner in your case.
Release your hold on this woman
Uh,
without further harming her.
and as you say that, you watch as this like sickening snap happens
Do it.
as her
I
head
knew she just
rotates,
knocked her out mid-sentence.
and then
Ah.
it falls to the ground.
I see you still have your way with words.
Oh no!
It wasn't me.
You're gonna see Lysandra like pull a dagger out, and she's gonna start inserting in the eye sockets of the woman, and just either mutilate or pry any of the eyeballs, make sure they're not still within the body.
So as you hear this like gouging, to prevent further spies,
Do I sense the soul leave in a natural way of the original woman?
Snap it up.
You sense like a fading, almost as if the soul was like somewhere else completely, and then once that severance happened, there was like no further attachment to the physical body.
She was like projected from somewhere else. Okay.
And then still Worth kind of like looks at the group of you. I have pledged my allegiance, but it would seem that we have someone far more nefarious to contend with.
Just figuring that out.
Not just, I mean, all knockouts
You know who she
aside.
probably is serving, right?
The
She's in
Death
the
Warden.
service. Yeah, she's in the service of Ashira.
Who?
The mother.
Of all gods.
Who?
The mother of all gods. The evil queen bitch.
You paladins, you're a fucking god. I swear.
Preach. Sorry.
I mean, it's not about us being
Ashira.
paladins. It's about who she is.
Yeah, she is.
Ashira
She's-
is not an evil goddess. She's a good goddess.
She's corrupted. She's been corrupted a long time. Wait, what? You think she's not a evil goddess? When are you from?
You know sin's hiding from her.
What do you mean?
I mean,
She has
She was-
slain gods. She has stripped
she
the
was
others of
cast-
their power.
She was cast out and stricken millennia ago.
The same mother god.
Where do you think you are? When do you think you are?
I mean, you all have said stuff like the moon and other places, but
Yeah, but
I know, it's crazy shit, isn't it?
when do you think it is? Like when? Where are you from originally?
I hail from Accord.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, you're old.
Okay, just met. I'm pretty sure I do not look that. Okay.
No.
All singeing
You're-
aside,
You're-
I
you're-
normally am quite
Accord
boisterous.
does
You're
not
out of-
exist.
You're out of your timeline. I'm originally from Accord as well.
Now we have. This is Diademia, where that goddess was booted to.
Rob?
She was booted to Diademia.
Pretty sure.
Aren't we in
So-
Diademia?
No,
No.
we're in
I just mixed
Achordia.
the two up. Yep.
We're in Achordia. Accord,
I'm glad I'm not
Fun name.
confused.
Accord hasn't existed for millennia.
Yeah. Dusk of Achordia, not
There is no
Dusk
way.
of Guide.
That doesn't make any sense.
It is
Did
now.
you come up in like a fountain?
A fountain?
Isn't that where like he was reviving the people get revived? Wasn't it a fountain?
Yeah, the
The
fountain,
pool.
the pool of resurrection.
No.
Okay. Before we woke you up, where were you?
I was fighting the zealots, the Desvant, the worshippers of the
Desvant.
Truvant.
Yeah.
I was related to Truvant. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure you died and got
Also,
resurrected.
not possible. Sin would not allow anything to happen to me.
Perhaps the Lady Sin brought you here for a purpose.
I mean, I worship her greatly. Never met her.
He has. I have.
You've met a god?
A few.
We have met
We are
several.
in end of days right now. The gods are getting killed off by Lady Death. Not your lovely Lady Death, I'm sure, but the Queen Bitch Lady Death.
Things have, suffice it to say that things have changed.
She killed Ilor and took the divinity from most of her children.
As far as we are aware, Silday and Sin still retain theirs. For now. You may be part of Lady Sin's ploy to retain her power.
I need to find out the bottom of this.
That's what we're trying to do.
Why was I brought here?
We don't know.
Lysandra, any insight? I don't know you very well, but you seem to know things.
Well, considering his soul wasn't ripped from his body, perhaps his person is more important than his soul.
Maybe Sin protected it.
Do I sense any protection on his soul?
Roll a religion check.
I'm gonna roll one too.
19.
Religion. 12.
Okay. With a 19, Gage, you sense I wouldn't necessarily call it protection, potentially like a boon of sorts.
Okay.
But the energy around Matthew is very reminiscent of Sin and Isilde.
He must come with us.
I have
He's part
already
of the
assured
lady's
you
plan.
that I am indebted to the grouping of you.
I am ready to be done with Godshite.
Yes, but now I am certain
Yes.
that you belong with us. My ladies have granted you a boon, one that no doubt will serve our purpose.
I think they must have sent him.
I think so.
Apparently, you are key to our success.
I feel that we are putting quite a number of viscerals on my basket. I would appreciate if we came up with a solid plan to move forward.
I think plan 1 is
Good luck with that, Matthew.
yeah, don't die.
Well,
Plan 2 is move up the tower and try to find what is creating this magic disrupting field so we can get some magic back because it'll help the rest of you a lot, I think. Plan 3, find the Death Warden and face her terrifying visage. Plan 4, figure out a fucking way to stop the other Ashira from destroying the entire world. Literally.
I see you all have chosen a good leader in Gil.
Is your
You should
He
listen
is
to
the
her
champion
words.
of Isilde.
is your plan not to restore Ashira?
If that will work.
What do you mean
It is
restore
an
her?
option.
I mean, from short conversation, you all are under the assumption that Ashira is a malice goddess.
She is.
The Ashira I knew,
when Ao cast her out, she became corrupted and became evil.
He didn't kick her out because she was already evil?
It was not Ashira
We
that
don't
was
know why.
evil. It was her spawn, her child.
Child.
I believe contextually he is known as Gothrin, but he is pure
Truvant?
malice.
Truvant.
No, he.
What did you say his name was again?
Othrin? That's a new one.
Gothrin. He essentially sleeps, is in slumber within the Truvant. Wait, let me make sure I'm spelling it right. Now that freaking Andrew said something.
That's a name we haven't heard.
I've heard that name, but in a different campaign. And I was like, what? Are these things related, or you just really like the name?
Right. I might be spelling it wrong. It's. Oh yeah, okay, definitely. Gargoth. Thank you, Andrew.
Okay. Different guy.
Different guy.
All right, Gargoth. Not Gothard.
Yeah, that's some dark elf somewhere.
He's not important.
Okay, so if Gargamel, Gargoyle,
Oh no, it starts. If you're a god, your
Uh,
name's gonna be butchered in this campaign.
maybe
Caramel?
corrupted Ashira somehow? How might one
Not may, definitely.
Well,
how
Ashira-
might one restore her?
If her redemption is a path to success, then I am well for it. It
Then
should
why
be
did-
easier than defeating her in combat.
Also, why did Ao kick her out then? If she wasn't.
Because she wished to keep the child, even though she knew it was of ill spawn.
oh,
What did she do with the child?
I told you. It lies in slumber within the Truvant.
That can't be good for
So she
Okay.
was cast out for loving her son, but to protect the world, she put him in slumber within another.
but
Sounds like
Apparently-
Ao's the wrong one here.
apparently,
A little bit, yeah.
she's become corrupted as a result of not having allowed him to be.
I would be a
destroyed.
little pissed off too.
And
Mhm.
but it was apparently the spawn that corrupted her.
But
I
now
don't
he
think she
slumbers.
just corrupted herself.
I'm not sure he fully slumbered. Because now we have her creating a whole thing to suck all the souls out of people and like restart the world.
Hmm. That is a lot.
Yep. So one step at a time. Magic disrupting field. Let's go. I don't know. I tried.
As the new leader, Gil directs
No.
the team in the
Reject.
direction of where they need to
Too late.
go.
I'm with 2 wardens. This is not.
Yes! Yes! Accept your fate. But yeah, as y'all continue upward to further explore this dark tower, that's where we're going to end it.
I really don't want to end this. I want to keep going.
I know, it's so juicy. It's like little nuggets are being revealed every section. And just think, y'all are only like maybe 25-26% done with the campaign.
Oh,
There's so much more. There's so much more.
I
We're
really,
all gonna die.
she
Yes.
was talking to us, and I was like, I should just smack her in the head right now and knock her out. I should just knock her out. Just stop her right now. This is not right. Something is wrong. I should knock her
Yeah.
out. Like, would Gage do that? Yes, but he
No,
needs
no, no,
evidence
no, no,
first.
no,
Like,
no,
yeah.
clearly she's fucking gonna do something. Bam, you know, like, that didn't really happen.
Yeah, that's why I kept telling her just get out of here. Just leave.
Shoo.
Get out of the scary building you woke up in. Free pass right now. Why you not hoofing it?
It's
Ah.
a long way to civilization.
This is true.
Not that she'd know that.
Join us
Sorry.
next Tuesday and Friday for another episode of The Nameless Ones. Our heroes are traversing through hell. And the West team on Friday is going to spend the next week to try and get stuff to go to a banquet. And hopefully not die.
What?
Preferably the latter.
Make it a banquet?
They're trying to stop a banquet, actually.
Yeah. They have to attend the banquet to stop it. It's like a give or take. But they get to dress fancy. That'll be fun. But yes.
I'm so glad I'm not on that team.
Oh, and tomorrow, Dawn of Diademia returns. It's only been like a year. No cap. Like, it's been a hot minute. I think we had like 1 or 2 sessions last year. But
must be
On the
thrilled.
plus side, we're only like 3 or 4 days ahead of them.
It's
Because
that.
by
like,
campaign time, yes. By episode time, y'all are like maybe 15 episodes ahead. I don't know. I don't keep track anymore. But be sure to hang out with us tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to do a early morning session. And we'll see what those hooligans are doing over in the Feywilds of Diademia. So if you want to see how crazy this rabbit hole continues, stick around, because there's
Oh,
more. Be sure to hang out for our raid, and we will catch all you lovely peoples on the flip side.
Level up?
Not yet! I was telling somebody that
Magic?
after the party comes back together, I think that'll be level up time. But y'all have like 5 episodes separated to worry about.
That's so long.
You have
I
like
haven't
4
leveled up
more.
in 4 years.
I
5
still don't
episodes
level
for
up.
each team?
Mhm.
That's like 2 months, 3 months. I miss them.
Y'all are going to be
Yeah.
different people. Gil's going to be a complete leader. And
We're going to be a part. We're going to be a part as long as in terms of campaign time. We're going to be a part as long as the campaign's been going, campaign wise.
almost at least a third
Yeah.
Gil's just trying to survive.
or a fourth.
And surviving involves the world not ending, so.
That's a vibe.
I got a
Well,
party to
those
go
are
to, so
20
hopefully it
25.
doesn't end.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we will see you all the next time. Thank you. We love you. Okay, bye.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Yeah.